the sound of it is just freaking awesome. I love it. There we go! Oh, so much fun. There will be a day, someday, when I'm going to the racetrack and I just simply pull the motorcycles out of the garage and I load them in the camper and I maybe put a tire on at the track and it's just wonderful. Today is not one of those days. Again, going to the track and everything is a freaking disaster. It always is. The Slingshot is approaching completion. Quite a ways from completion. The SRAD had the great idea to make some suspension mods to it, which resulted in me completely destroying the threads on the upper shock clevis. Thanks to a Fuji nut. Still not 100% sure what happened there because apparently Fuji nuts are supposed to be able to come off. So dealing with that, trying to figure out what to do with the SRAD. ZX7, not even close to being track worthy. It's at best case can just drive down a country road. Ducati 1090R, however, is close to being track worthy if I put tires on it. But to put tires on it, I would need a single-sided swing arm stand, which I don't have. So it's Thursday night. Track day is Saturday morning. I currently have 4 really cool motorcycles and not a single one of them is even close to being track worthy. So, but it's the last chance to ride on a racetrack this year for me because I live in the snow belt and it's cold. It's already going to be cold Saturday. The last track day was rained out, so it got rescheduled to this Saturday. And it's also pouring rain outside. Slingshot has been driven no further than a quarter of a mile since I've done all the work to it. So I was hoping tonight, in a perfect world, I would be riding it along a country road and working out a few bugs, but that's not happening. So not really sure how this is going to go. I'm going to the track day for sure, one way or another. Whether I ride a motorcycle at the track day remains to be seen. So update and some really good news. In the midst of the thread debacle, I remembered that I had bought a rolling chassis for a GSX-R 750 SRAD off of Bono, guy in Utah a few months ago. That's been sitting in my storage unit with a bunch of other unfinished projects / junk. So went over there and stole the clevis off of that chassis, which mounts right up to this one. And I've got a little spacer in there that my brother made. I'm worried that it's a little bit too much of a spacer, but it's in there. I guess I could take it back out if it was real bad, but at least now I have a functioning motorcycle mostly. Obviously I have to put it back together, but barring any more crises, the SRAD should be able to go on the racetrack. Okay, things are looking up. Made some progress. Slingshot is mostly back together. Pretty pumped on that. Just trying to figure out this gauge. So this is a new Speed Hut gauge. So it's all operating. Let's see if this thing will run. There we go. Get the gauge to read correctly. There's a bunch of different settings in it from the manual here. It's a little bit hard to know how many RPMs or what. But I think in the grand scheme of issues with bikes, that's probably pretty low. So I got the wire hooked up to the stop connector. We're going to reroute all that. But yeah, big progress. I have a functioning motorcycle and a mostly functioning motorcycle. And a 1098 is plan B. But we're going to stick with the Suzuki plan for now. See how it goes. It's been a productive evening / afternoon. Slingshot is running. Not sure how good it's running. Wanted to ride it, but it's been pouring rain here all afternoon and not about to go out in the rain. So yeah, we'll ride around the pit when we get down to the racetrack, and it needs tires. And you know, at best, I'm hoping to do a few laps on it and just kind of give it a little shakedown. I don't anticipate it working perfectly right out of the box. That never really happens. So yeah, pretty pumped. And then the SRAD, got the SRAD debacle figured out. So my screw up this morning with the galled up threads, we're able to get out of that crisis with having a spare chassis. So that was a good one. That was worth all $350 I paid for that chassis. So it seems like it's going to work okay. Battery was not that pumped. Always something, always something. This bike's got good tires on it, so as long as it starts, should be pretty much good to go. I'm going to do a little bit of suspension work on it when I get to the track. I added that spacer that goes underneath this clevis, so it raised it up, I think like 9mm in the rear. So I might have to do some geometry changes to the front to kind of get it back in line. This is kind of based off of what James Compton told me about suspension setup, and I am an amateur when it comes to this, fully admit that. So this whole suspension setup, track riding geometry thing is a little challenging because I feel like I need to learn the theory of the suspension setup. I also need to be riding more consistently to actually be able to feel what it's doing. So I kind of need both of those to be like advancing at the same rate. So we'll get there. So it's no pressure, it's just going out there to have fun, but I do always like to be making progress towards a goal, and the goal is to get fast enough to race some of these old bikes in the near future. So yeah, feeling pretty good about everything. Bikes are pretty close. I've been packing up spares, tools. So this will be the third track day of the year, and I'm feeling better about this one than I have the other two. My mood has changed significantly since this morning, and yeah, should be good. Mark Hoyt is coming down from Montana in the morning. Pretty pumped. He is a really experienced racer, raced professionally a long time ago, and he does some ARMA stuff. So I've known him for quite a number of years, but ran into him at Mid-Ohio again with Rodney and his whole crew. So be really cool to go with him. He's bringing down, I think it's a KZ1000 ARMA bike, and then he also has like a Ducati Multistrada. He does have a Multistrada, that's not what he's bringing. He's got a Ducati Hyper Motard that he's going to ride on the track. So he has two bikes. He's not a clip-on guy. He likes handlebars, which after my ZRX experience, I think I might be a handlebar guy as well. But no handlebars for me this weekend. We've got two GSX-R 750s with clip-ons, and I'm really excited to ride them. I don't ever take for granted the fact that I'm in a really cool situation to be able to ride some of these really special old motorcycles, and I'm pumped. It's a lot of work. Sometimes I think, why am I doing this? Should I just go buy an R9 and put fuel in it and tires and go? But it's not really the point, is it? The point is we're working on old bikes, we're riding them and we're having fun. So yeah, it's going to be good. A couple of GSX-Rs, a 92 and a 99 SRAD on a world-class racetrack. World Superbike raced there years ago. So always really grateful to be able to have experiences like that. And yeah, plan is get a good night's sleep tonight. Tomorrow we're going to load up the toy hauler camper with a couple of bikes, and we're going to head down to the track. Probably do a couple of little maintenance things when we get there, and then Saturday morning we're going to get on track. Probably a little chilly first thing in the morning, so not going to be in a huge rush to get on track, but yeah, expectations are relatively low. If I come home with let's say 5 laps. If I come back from the track with, say, 5 laps on the Slingshot without any major issues and it not coming back to the pit in the crash truck, that's going to be a big win. If I go slightly faster on the SRAD, I'll be pumped on that. So, yeah, those are the goals, and really just to have a good time. So it's going to be fun. Well, it stopped raining, so I was able to take the Slingshot for a little cruise around some country roads. Man, she looks good. But yeah, bike worked pretty good. I don't know why I'm so worried about it breaking. It's just when you completely take a bike apart and you put it back together, there's always a pretty good chance that there's something not right. But yeah, rode it around some roads, just a couple of miles. It's fast. The flat slide carburetors are definitely gonna take a little bit of getting used to. You definitely can't just pin it wide open like you could on an EFI bike. You got to kind of roll into it. But yeah, it was ripping. Honestly, the limiting factor was it was so dang loud. I didn't have earplugs in, and it literally like vibrates the inside of your brain. It's so loud. So yeah, well, I think I feel good about loading it up and get some earplugs for tomorrow. And I'm gonna maybe do a couple of laps at the track. I'm gonna need to put some tires on it. Tires they're just old, whatever I had laying around tires to just roll it around in the garage. I have something to sit on for the last little while. So that's both bikes in. Looks pretty good in there. Thanks to a 9-year-old, got the SRAD loaded. All right, getting closer, one step closer every minute. Well, we're off, all loaded up. Got the bikes in the camper. First time taking camper to the track, so pretty excited about that. So I'm gonna be up with Mark and head down there. This is the most organized I've felt going to the track yet. So yeah, fingers crossed. Made it to the track. Oh, hello babies. Oh, it was good to see them upright when you get here. So pumped. Beautiful sunset. Taking a few pictures of the bike. It's running. What a beautiful night. Great way to tap off this build. And really excited to ride it tomorrow. Definitely cracking a cold beer tonight. What a moment. It's just something really special about this. I'm a photographer. I love sunsets. I love GSX-R slingshots, and I love this racetrack. For all these things to come together in this moment, I don't want to get all sentimental, but pretty special for sure. Okay, morning of the track day. Got the bikes in the garage last night. Pretty pumped. 2 generations of GSX-Rs look pretty dang cool. There's Mark's bikes. Mark's got a really cool AZ 750 Arma bike. He's raced quite a bit over the years. And then this really fancy hybrid motard. So yeah, I got a couple of things to the SRAD, be ready to go, and I'm gonna try and get some tires put on the Slingshot this morning, and take a little ride this afternoon. So had a good night, slept in the camper, which is nice for the track, and yeah, get ready to go. We're like an hour later today because it's cold, so they've pushed the schedule back. So that'll be nice. It should be a little bit more of a chill morning. Let's give us some time to do tires, etc. So I got the wheels pulled and the Slingshot. Jeff at Toxic Moto Racing is gonna get me some tires. So at some point today, get some new tires on the Slingshot and then get out. It's pretty chilly, but beautiful morning. Okay, made some progress. We got some tires on the Slingshot and did the first session on the SRAD and felt good. It was fun. So out of the 3 track days I've done this year, that was for sure the best first session. So pretty pumped. Got some tire warmers on the SRAD, keeping them nice and toasty, and the Slingshot's ready to go for the afternoon. So yeah, see how it goes. I'm a little nervous to try the Slingshot, but yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be really cool. If I can go out and do a few laps on it, I'll be very happy. First time on the Slingshot. Been working on this thing for about a year, and I've ridden it maybe a mile. So we're going out here with the Apex Trackday crew. They kindly are going to let me ride it in the C group, so should be good. Oh, thanks, buddy.
I got bike. Oh, getting on it.
Yeah, good. Thank you. So we're heading out in the C group, which I don't know, should be fine. The buddy Justin's out there on his S1000RR. Oh boy, here we go. You notice right away the riding position is so drastically different than the SRAD. The seat feels really low. The bars feel really wide. And the flat sides don't like to be pinned wide open fast. Yeah, pretty good. We're gonna take it real easy here for a minute. It's very loud. It's not terrible. Hey! There's something pretty dang cool about riding a 30-plus-year-old motorcycle. Oh my gosh. My brother said the other day, he's like, you'd be like Jamie Whittam in 1992. Past that Ducati. Oh, she doesn't see me. Let's not do that. Oh no, I'm sorry. That was not a cool move for a C group track rider. Let's get out of here. Sorry about that. Like surprisingly well. I could do with a throttle that's maybe slightly less hard to pull. And I don't know, the geometry like takes a bit of getting used to, but I think I'll figure it out. Where's Justin on the S1000? There he goes. Alright. This is not a fair comparison because this is Justin's first ever track day, so we're going to go easy on him. fast.
Boy, that was that was a line. Well, let's get away from this person. Are you serious? Is she serious right now? What was that? Hey. Hey. Come on. Lady almost freaking took us out. Oh, yellow flag. What do we got going here? Oh man. Oh man. ATM on the ground. And I would say that went pretty freaking awesome. For a first time out. GSX-R Slingshot for the win! Oh, I can't say how excited I am right now. This is just like, it's just cool. I don't know how to describe it. It's just nostalgically cool.
Okay, so we had 2 really good sessions on the Slingshot. First one was kind of just cruising around, seeing how it's going to do. And then the second one went a little bit faster, not like super fast. And something happened like towards the end of that session. I was coming through the attitudes and the bike felt kind of weird, and then it made a weird squeak. So I pulled off to the side, and I don't really know what's going on, but this wheel has a bend in it, and I think that's what I'm feeling. Like even just riding through the pit, it feels like it's got a flat back tire. Anyway, I'm gonna park it for the day. My goal was to do 1 session, and I was able to do 2, and I had a really good time. So I don't want to push it any longer. I would really suck to crash it with something dumb. So the bike is close, but it's gonna need a little bit more work. So overall, really excited. It's a beautiful bike, and it's really fun to ride, so very grateful that that's done. We're going to park it for the day and probably do a couple more sessions on the SRAD. SRAD's been working really well, really excited about that. Tires are good, the rear shock's nice, so yeah, we'll finish out the day, a couple more sessions, and call it good.
This bike feels drastically different than the Slingshot. This will be my 4th session on it today. I did add a 9mm spacer underneath the rear shock to raise the back of the bike, which actually is pretty noticeable. Just sitting on the bike, it feels quite a bit higher in the rear, and yeah, I can't comment too much because I haven't been riding that much to know. There's a lot of inconsistencies in my riding, but the bike feels better for sure. Yeah, the first couple of track days I had a hard time, like right here when I'm braking, and then from that braking point to the apex the bike felt kind of inconsistent, and now the bike feels quite a bit better. So I think we're making progress. The thing I struggle with on this track, Miller East, is just the shifting is difficult. It's like I feel like every straightaway I'm like just running up on the rev limiter. Like you'll see right here, okay, get on it, go, and it's like, should I shift or nope, just let it run out. Drive all the way out to the edge. Like there I could maybe have stuck a shift in, but I don't know, overall this bike is pretty good time. Little drag of the knee. Other thing I've been playing with on the riding is moving my foot, outside foot. I go to the heel on the outside foot. Turn 1 on east is one I always kind of struggle with. I've crashed here before, and it's funny, like any corner you've ever crashed on, you're always a little bit wary. I do, of the two tracks here in Utah, I do prefer west over east. It's really fun. First couple of track days it was so new to me again. Just wasn't that confident and feeling significantly better. Driving around! This is another weird corner. It's like have a double apex, run it all the way out, and there's a big bump right there. Then you gotta drive back out up the hill to the attitudes. Also crashed in these attitudes before, so the Weira Endurance that came out of this one crashed like right there, high side. Not awesome. Apex R1s. What a fun day it's been. So I've ridden a 92 Slingshot, pretty fun. Very different, 99 SRAD. This modern-ish bike, I guess it's still pretty old. Then I just got to take this S1000 out for a ride. Oh my gosh, it was wild. It's so tall, long, and very, very fast. Super cool to ride. It's just the modern stuff is sweet. Quick shifter, auto blip, traction control, like feels really nice. And then I guess just a lot of it's being a new bike, it's so sharp, brakes are sharp and it's tight, and yeah, pretty awesome. Really pretty incredible day riding these three very different super bikes from different eras. So makes me kind of want a new super bike, but no, that's not on the cards. But very grateful to have gotten to ride this really cool S1000. Good times. Well, that wraps up another awesome day at the track. For sure, best track day yet. It was really cool to get out on the 92. I had low expectations with the bike just because I've put so much work into it and done so many things. So it worked really good. It was cool. Got a good session and a half in, and then had that little bearing issue, but I don't know, could have been a lot worse. SRAD, super fun, worked awesome. Definitely that spacer helped in the rear suspension, so I think today solidified the fact that I'm definitely going to make the SRAD a race bike. I think it has a lot of potential, and it'd be really cool to have the two GSX-Rs as race bikes, and the one fuel injected bike that's a bit more reliable, and then the Slingshot that's kind of the sort of novelty bike. So yeah, it was cool. And then got the little treat with a ride on S1000, which was pretty fantastic. It's just amazing, the technology and how fast those motorcycles are. So yeah, to get a hang with Mark. He had his cool Ducati and his KZ1000, so that was cool. And then buddy Justin came down for the first time. He had the BMW, and it was really great. Got to ride with Justin a little bit and kind of showed him a few lines, and then got to ride his bike. So yeah, super grateful. I never take this stuff for granted, that we get to ride on really cool racetracks on really cool bikes, and yeah, it's just incredible. So great way to cap off the season. Bikes are in one piece, I'm in one piece. We're gonna load up, go home. It's gonna be a long winter, gotta go back to work. A lot of snowmobile photography this winter, but yeah, I couldn't have asked for a better way to cap off
sport bike season, and I've got some good ideas for some projects in the winter. I keep improving these bikes and just keep getting out there on them. So it's gonna be fun. As always, I really appreciate everybody watching. It's very grateful for every view, every comment, every subscription. It really means a lot. It's been super fun to grow this channel over the summer, and we're gonna keep doing some stuff through the winter, but it will definitely be a little bit more sporadic. So thank you everybody for all your support, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It really helps us a lot, and yeah, we'll see you on the next one.